Happy Sunday. Oh, I can't reach my iced tea. You'll see me tomorrow when I do my Liberally Speaking. But I wanted to take a few minutes and just talk to you about general programming. And I'm going to address some of the issues that more than one person has come to me about, and I sort of want to explain to you my thinking and what I've been doing as far as setting programs for you. The first thing is, there is a rough schedule that I'm trying to keep relatively consistent. Sunday night is some kind of performance. Monday night is some kind of performance. Tuesday, Wednesday, generally a movie. Thursday night a performance. Friday a performance or a musical normally. And Saturday night a performance of some kind. I also have, every Tuesday we've been doing an opera, and every Wednesday we've been doing a Broadway play of some kind. And then Friday afternoon is generally a lecture of some type, depending, though this Friday coming up will not be. It's people ask me for some comedies, and so I'm running, what am I running? Can't remember. Oh, Monkey Business by the Marx Brothers. But before that, there's a small clip of the Marx Brothers' best bits, which is really funny. So I'm doing that. Now, we did have a problem with the DVDs, as you know, and a few of them didn't run, so then I had to switch things out. So I know you missed the Tony Bennett and Lady Gaga concert and Idina Menzel. Those are back on for this week. I think they're both this week. Yes, they are. So I've moved some things around. But here's what I want to explain. One of the things people have come to me about is, well, I don't really want to watch TV during the day. That's what you've said to me. And so you're putting the opera and you're putting the Broadway stuff on, and a lot of them are during the day. Yes, I am. The reason that I am doing that is one, practical, and that is that a lot of those I have to manually put on. All right. Now, I have absolutely no problem coming in at 8 o'clock and putting something on, if that's what I have to do for you. However, if we were to go to a Broadway play, we would be going Wednesday at 2 o'clock. So that's the time that I'm going to do that. If we were going to be going to the opera live from the Met, we would be going, well, usually Saturdays at 1 o'clock, so instead I have it on Tuesday. That's number one. The second reason is because we do have a lot of you who are not quite as mobile, who have been ill or are very, very worried about being ill and don't want to go out and socialize. And so for me to run only what you're considering good stuff at night is completely unfair to a lot of your fellow residents. In particular, in our assisted living unit, they are pretty locked down over there. Now, luckily, I only think we've had one person in that unit has had COVID since this began, and we want to keep it that way. However, they're not getting together at all, and they are stuck in their apartments. I'm not going to change those things, by the way. So Tuesday and Wednesday, that is going to remain the opera and some kind of live performance or Broadway. And I apologize for those of you who feel like that's really inconvenient, but I'm trying to mix stuff up for everybody so everyone has something that they enjoy, hopefully more than once a week. So that's why that's happening. Secondly, I have been pulling a lot of lectures and programs that I think you will like. I know I got a lot of feedback on the Catskills program from the 92nd Street Y. Love that. But I'm not getting a lot of other feedback, and I at this point, I need some. We are in the process of trying to decide which services we're going to actually pay for at this point. Because a lot of the things that have been given away for free during the COVID crisis are now going behind paywalls. There's no problem, we're going to pay for them. But I really need to know what you like and what you're about. Now, when I say that, I want you to call me, leave me notes, whatever. If there is a program that you did not particularly like, I don't necessarily need to hear that. What I really want to hear is, I liked, I'm on the wrong month. I liked the Catskills, but, you know, that one concert you ran by the young girl, That's what I want to hear. Because as many people say that, will say, oh, I really liked that concert from that new young girl that I didn't know. So I need to get a sense. I also need to know from you opera people, which operas you really like and want to see that we haven't run or the Met hasn't given. Because that is going to determine what we subscribe to. There are a few different services that we can subscribe to. Obviously the Met on Demand, but there's also Playbill and Marquee, a few other, there's an opera station. So I kind of need to know, do you want the newer ones that we really have been showing through the Met? Do you want access to some of the older ones? Broadway. Do you want musicals? Do you want drama? Do you like the stuff that the National Theatre from London has been doing? We've Amadeus, the Deep Blue Sea. I forget what else. I know there was another one. Streetcar Named Desire. So do you like those? Because those are also available for me to purchase some of their other ones. Not necessarily as a subscription, but even just to rent them as a one-time rental. I need to know. We've been doing a lot of jazz from Lincoln Center, which I think are great. We've been doing the classical from Melbourne Symphony Orchestra, New York Philharmonic, all those. We also did the Joan Baez concert. We did the tribute to Ella Fitzgerald. I mean, we've done so many concerts. This week coming up, I have Idina Menzel, Tony Bennett, and I have James Taylor. So I kind of need a sense from all of you what kind of performances you want me to run. And because what I'm getting from you is I either get, somebody calls me and says, oh, that was horrible. And that's okay. Oh, but it's always that one thing. Or I get the call saying, oh, I loved the Irving Berlin program. It was great, and I love all the programs you're doing. Okay, well, obviously I can't run Irving Berlin every single day, or some variation of Irving Berlin every single day. So if there are topics you're interested in, I know a few people have sent me notes about which TED Talks, and I have run those as I get them. We had the Al Gore one last Monday, I believe, or did we not do that yet? I don't even remember. I'm looking. Yeah, we did. Last Monday we did. So I need some topics that you're interested in. This week I have, and I just watched it. Oh, now I can't find it. Oh, because it's Sunday, because it's today. That's why I couldn't find it. We have Frontline, A Class Divided. That is the classic study in Iowa, I believe, where the teacher, Jane Elliott, who's now sort of an expert on racism, divided the class into those who had blue eyes and those who had brown eyes. That's on right after me now. Please watch that. It is really, really great. And I have another interview with Jane Elliott that I found that I may insert somewhere on the calendar this week, even though it's not on your weekly calendar. That's the other thing. Because our equipment didn't work correctly, and it was just a glitch, we got it fixed. You notice last week's calendar that you got had, I think 2 or 3 places where it said, movie or musical to be announced. So On Wednesday night specifically, I put in rent because it hadn't worked the week before. And then I got phone calls from people saying, I didn't know rent was on. Well, if you look at your calendar and it says to be announced, you really need to put on the in-house channel at some point that day, and then you'll know. I didn't really think I'd tell people that, but I will. Musical. It, on Friday night, was West Side Story. And I got 2 calls already saying, what's the musical Friday night? Well, it's been running on the in-house channel for 2 days. And I know those of you who don't watch the in-house channel are probably not watching me now, but if something on your weekly calendar says to be announced, you really have to check the in-house channel at some point. Watching the entire show is only about 7 minutes long. So you get up in the morning, put it on, you'll know what's happening. What else? There was something else and I don't remember. I have a list here. I don't know. I think I covered everything. So have a great weekend. I hope you had a good weekend. See, I'm filming this on Friday, so, but I know you're not going to see it till Sunday, so I keep thinking that. And yes, I did get a haircut. I raced out of here on Thursday. If anyone saw me, you probably saw the dust behind my feet. And a lot of you have been calling me and telling me my hair was way too long, so that's why I'm commenting. So, love you, miss you. Please call me, give me some suggestions, help me out. Thanks, have a good day.